JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, woman killed in gun attack in St. Catherine. A 46-year-old woman was shot dead in a brazen daylight attack on Noreen Lane in Bottles, Old Harbour, St. Catherine on Monday afternoon. The victim has been identified as Nadette Almarie Thomas, a resident of the community. It is reported that around 2:35 p.m., residents heard loud explosions and summoned the authorities. Upon arriving, police saw Thomas's body lying on his left side with gunshot wounds to the head and upper body. Thomas was taken to the Spanish Town Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. The body was later removed to the morgue pending a post-mortem examination. Police say they have not yet established the motive for the killing, nor have they identified any suspects. The Old Harbour police are investigating. Gunmen shoot up and attempt to firebomb house in St. Catherine. Gunmen shot up a house and attempted to set it on fire in Waterloo District in St. Catherine on Tuesday morning. None of the occupants were injured in the attack, the police said. Reports received indicate that around 3:30 a.m., the occupants of the house, including an elderly man, were at home when they heard the front grille shaking. One of the family members went to check and saw several men armed with guns in the yard. The men opened fire, causing damage to the house, and attempted to set both the house and a grey AD wagon in the yard ablaze. The occupants summoned the police, who found several Molotov cocktail bombs in the yard and several spent casings. A motive has not yet been established for the attack, the police said. Man charged of a fatal Burger Gully gun attack. Suits at the Major Investigation Division have charged the man in connection with the shooting deaths of two persons, including an 8-year-old and the injury of two others, in last month's attack in Burger Gully in Kingston. Kevin Smith, otherwise called Tallest or Gangster Nerd, of a Kingston 2 address, is charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of shooting with intent. He was charged on Friday, August 11, following an identification parade. He is set to appear before the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. Meanwhile, the police have posthumously charged Smith's cronies, who were later found dead. They are 21-year-old Omario Lawrence and 19-year-old Kaleem Campbell, otherwise called Kochi, a construction worker, both of Vineyard Town. The police say their bodies were found a day after the July 30 attack. It is reported that about 10:10 p.m., armed men pounced upon a group of people in the community and opened fire at them before fleeing the scene. When the shooting subsided, 4 people were found suffering from gunshot wounds. They were taken to the hospital, where 80-year-old DJ Dawes and construction worker 34-year-old Joel Lemanus were pronounced dead and the others were admitted. A police probe was launched, which they say revealed that 2 men whose bodies were found on Glendale Avenue, Kingston 2 on Monday, July 31, were accomplices of Smith. They were charged posthumously. Further investigations resulted in the arrest of Smith on Monday, July 31. He was charged on Friday, August 11, following an identification parade. Man charged for a gaming outlet robbery in Portmore. A 39-year-old laborer was on Monday charged in relation to the January robbery of a gaming outlet in Independent City, Portmore, St. Catherine, after the police say fingerprints recovered at the scene linked him to the crime. Jason Wint, otherwise called Lawnman, of Marine Park in Portmore, was charged with robbery with aggravation, possession of prohibited weapon, and malicious destruction of property. His court date is being finalized. The police report that on Saturday, January 7, Wint and another man, one of whom was armed with a handgun, entered the business establishment and held up a woman and robbed her for personal items. In addition, they reportedly stole a black music mixing board valued at $400,000, $30,000 cash, and assorted liquor valued at $54,000, according to the police. The police said the men also smashed 22 American Russian roulette gaming boxes and stole cash amounting to $850,000. The woman reported the matter to the police and an investigation was launched. On Monday, August 14, Wint was arrested and charged. His accomplice is still at large. PM Son's warning on firebombing culprits, pledges to rebuild 11 houses burnt. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has sent a strong message to hoodlums responsible for firebombing 11 houses in a multi-dwelling yard on Walker's Avenue in Gregory Park, St. Catherine, on Saturday morning, warning that they will not be given free rein to do as they want in the country. During the firebombing, which occurred between 3:30 a.m. and 4 a.m. on Saturday, 1 man was shot dead and an elderly woman injured as the criminals who were said to be armed with rifles and handguns went on a rampage, burning down houses and firing gunshots at the people, preventing them from escaping the blaze. Holness, who toured the affected area on Monday morning, along with Commissioner of Police, Major General Anthony Anderson, and Orlando Daryl, Member of Parliament for East Central St. Catherine, in which Gregory Park is located, pledged to rebuild the 11 houses destroyed during the blaze. The purpose of the tour was to assess the damage and give assurances of government's response to the tragedy. PM Holness speaking to reporters on Monday.
I also give the commitment that the 11 houses, structures that were destroyed, that they will be repaired. If the objectives of the terrorists is to displace the people here so that they could possibly import who they want in the area, they will not have that comfort. They will not have that victory. We will rebuild the structure so that the people who are here can be regularized and have a good life and living condition. We will never allow them to win. So this area was already being considered under the new social housing program. In fact, it was assessed as one of the big yards, tenement yards, that we would seek to upgrade some of the housing and try and put in proper facilities. That process will be fast-tracked. So if the criminals thought they had won, they would be sadly mistaken.
Meanwhile, Anderson said that quite a number of people have been identified as being of interest who can help the police, and said the residents can rest assured that the cops will remain in the space as long as the threat exists. The commissioner said that the police followed leads on Monday morning, which led to a shooting encounter with men believed to have been involved in the firebombing and murder on Saturday. Where after the people who did this, we understand that women came over and to help the men burn out other women and children. That is indicative of the sort of threat we have been facing as a police force, and will continue to do so. We're up to the task. We're going to find these people. We already engaged some of them this morning, but they managed to escape, but we'll be on them. We have identified a number of them, and we'll be following up on that. Some wanted persons will be put out on Wednesday. That was an act of terror. 17-year-old forms club to support underperforming males at Central High. Chevron Taylor was at his 6th form orientation at Central High School last year when the principal asked students with 7 or more Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate (CSEC) passes to stand. To his surprise, it was one of only 2 male pupils standing, vastly outnumbered by their female counterparts. I was saying, wow, something is not right. I don't like what I'm seeing. I think I should have seen more males standing up, the 17-year-old said. That's when he got the idea to form the Male Empowerment Club to create a space for male students to develop holistically at his Clarendon-based school. I decided to create such a club with the aim of improving academic performance and fostering a sense of personal development, along with having some recreational activities as well, he said. The club started with only 4 members, but grew to 33 members by the end of the year. Witnessing the impact the club has had on its membership is gratifying, Taylor admitted. Even the way they dressed before entering the club, it changed when they were part of the club, especially when they received their badges. From that day, there was a sense of belonging, he said. He recalled one notable event when the newly formed club partnered with Glenmore High School's Male Empowerment Network, a student-led organization with a similar mandate, to host an empowerment session at the Effortville Primary School in the parish. Taylor, who also served as Central High's head boy for the 2022-2023 academic year, as well as president of the Environmental Club, said he had always been thrust into and embraced leadership roles. This, he noted, molded him into a well-rounded individual and pushed him to perform well academically. At the end of grade 11, he had passed 8 CSEC subjects, along with 2 City and Guilds distinctions. He is currently awaiting the results for 5 Caribbean Advanced Proficiency exams he sat recently. In September, Taylor will head to the Micro University College, where he intends to pursue a Bachelor of Science in Mathematics education. We will look after you, Chang assures his Haitians. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang has said that the 37 Haitians now seeking asylum in Jamaica will be treated fairly during their hearing. Chang, accompanied by representatives from several state agencies and the civil society groups, visited Robbins Hall in St. Mary on Monday, where they met with the Haitians who are being housed at a holding facility after illegally entering Jamaica by boat last month. The minister noted that the facility was not a prison and that the police is maintaining a presence at the Seventh-day Adventist Church's campsite for security reasons. It is not a prison or lockup, but it is secure, and the police are here to protect them as well as to prevent them from getting off into other activities, he said. The adults among the migrants were convicted of illegal entry last month, and the group was said to be deported before an 11th hour filing of an asylum request. The court is a part of our law, and that has settled, and now we'll move to the next phase of trying to respond to the request for asylum, said Chang. Would like to inform you and remind the wider public that Jamaica has always been committed to the rights of you people. Jamaica has always been supportive of the rights of the Haitian people. Locally, we have a very strong chapter of rights, and we were always at the forefront of the move to free South Africa of apartheid, leading to black people equality. But to tell you specifically, we were among the countries that brought the situation in Haiti to the United Nations in 1990. Jamaica got the United Nations and CARICOM to assist Haiti, both in development as well as an electoral system that was fair, Chang added. He further stated that there has always been good and friendly relations between Jamaica and Haiti, and that Jamaica is actively seeking to restore stability and peace in Haiti. You are our friends. We welcome Haitians. We will look after you. But we'd like to see the time when your country is in a state where Haitians would like to live, raise their families, and work in Haiti. You are our friends. We welcome Haitians. We will look after you. But we'd like to see the time when your country is in a state where Haitians would like to live, raise their families, and work in Haiti. And we can be partners, the National Security Minister said. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.